Hey guys, how you doing? So beautiful day outside, the kids are playing outside. Perfect day to make some chocolate brownies. So this is a recipe that Kaz gave to me. She sent it in the other day and I tried it last night, but as you guys saw, it didn't really come out as to plan. So we're going to give it another go today. So we've got some great ingredients. We've got some eggs, a bit of mascarpone cheese, some table salt, a bit of full fat butter, some dark chocolate cocoa powder. So this is what made it so dark last time, but it did come out quite well. And some erythritol sugar. So this is 0 calorie, 0 carb and 0 fat sugar substitute or sweetener or whatever you want to call it. It's a bit weird in a cup of tea, but it's perfect for baking. And on top of that, I've got some flaked almonds which I'm just going to sprinkle over the top just to give that extra little bit of texture. So yeah, let's get into it. Alright, so the first thing we're going to want to do is we need to get these eggs all fluffed up. It's going to be like doing them around. We're going to beat them with the old mixer, add a little bit of sugar, get them as frothy as we can so we can get peaks coming up inside the eggs. So first thing we're going to do is got the 3 eggs already cracked in there. Going to put a little bit of the sweetener in there, not a huge amount to start off with, and then just hit it with the mixer. And then once that's mixed in and blended in, we want to put the other half in there and get that blended up as well. So you can see at this point we've got all the sugar in there and it's starting to froth up. The mixture's going to kind of pale yellow and that's where you want to be. By the time you finish this, it's probably going to have increased in volume to probably about half the bowl, so almost twice as much as you currently got. Hey guys, so back again. Bit of a confession, I may have deleted half the video yesterday, so today's another day and I'm going to finish the recipe for you. So, where do we get to? So we've done our eggs. This is a fresh batch that I just whipped up just a minute ago. And we're going to pop our mascarpone cheese in there, give it a good old beat until it's nice and smooth. And once that's done, we'll start adding our cocoa powder. So let's get to it. Whack the old mascarpone in there. Now this is going to, as we beat it, this is actually going to reduce in volume a little bit, but that's fine, it's still going to be fine, just don't worry about that too much. There you go, it shouldn't take that long just to mix that in. Just give it a little taste just to make sure that it's nice and smooth. Lovely jobbing. So next we're going to add in the cocoa powder. Now we want to do this a bit at a time. Mainly because if you put it all in there and then hit it, excuse me, then hit it with the mixer, it's just going to pop up in your face. Nobody really wants that. So let's whack half of this cocoa powder in there. Now you can use normal cocoa powder. I've chosen to use 70% cocoa powder for this recipe, mainly because it's just a little bit lower on the carbs than normal cocoa powder. But if you want to use normal cocoa powder, that will result in you getting a lighter finish on your brownies. So that's the first half in. Just pull it down off the sides a little bit there where it's come up to the side of the bowl. Pop the other half in, and this will start to take on a cake-like kind of consistency as the more ingredients we put into it. Pull that down off the sides again, just quick, and we'll just hit it one more time with the mixer, just to get those last little bits in. lovely. So this has got a lovely kind of cakey consistency now, you can see. Just what you want there. Starting to taste very lovely. Now I want to hit this with about a teaspoon of salt. Just to kind of help the, just to richen up the chocolate a little bit. Put a little bit of salt in there. And now what we want to do is add the chocolate and add the butter, but instead of beating it with the mixer, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to fold these in to hopefully kind of try and retain some of the air in the mixture. So I'm going to pop 1/2 in, fold that chocolate in there. There we go, get it all mixed in. Be sure to fold this in and not mix it in. We want to fold that over, like so, and really fold that air back into the mixture again. Pop the other half in. Try and get as much of that chocolate in there. Let's get the spatula in there actually, I think. Just to get that last bit out. Fold that into the mixture. Beautiful. Last but not least, we're going to fold in that little bit of melted butter, and that's going to give you that extra gooiness that you find inside that brownie, that lovely gooiness. Fold that in. Lovely. Okay, so the oven's on about 170 or 190 if you've got a fan oven. Other way around, sorry. 170 fan, 190 if it's not fan, sorry. Don't make that mistake, that's the mistake I made in the first place. Right, so we're going to need an 8-inch tin. Now the reason I've got two is I wanted to show you a little trick that I learned a while back when I was making fudge. Now you can use baking parchment and these if you want, but I tend to find that baking parchment kind of comes over the top and can sometimes prevent the top from cooking. So I started to use tin foil. And if you've got two tins here of the same, what you can do is you can actually put that on top like so, get your other tin, whoosh, just pop it inside like that, wrap it around, and then your tin foil is perfectly taken shape of your tin. Super handy little trick there, use it all the time. Right, so finally, want to get our mixture here. Pop this into the bowl, into the tray. It's starting to set up a little bit actually, so we need to get it into the oven a bit quick. Spread that around all nice, like so. Now this is going to take about 20 to 25 minutes. I like to leave it a little bit less time because that way you're going to get that extra little bit of goo inside. I think with brownies, if they're a little bit underdone, it's not really the end of the world. That's kind of what you're looking for, isn't it, inside of a brownie? So let's get this last little bit off with a knife here. Well, stick that in that corner just to fill that space. Beautiful. Then last but not least, I've got a few almonds just here, baked almonds, which I'm just going to sprinkle these over the top. And these are going to roast onto the top and just give it that extra little crunch on the top. Beautiful little crunch. And you'll see when this is done that the almonds are going to have this lovely kind of brown edge to them. It's going to come out absolutely beautiful. So there we go, guys. There's your brownie mixture. Just going to pop it in the oven 20 minutes, take a check, see what it's like. If you give the tin a shake, obviously with your oven gloves on, it should have a nice little wobble to it, like a water balloon, maybe a little bit less wobbly than a water balloon, and that's how you're going to know that it is done. Take it out. What's going to happen is it's going to be risen like a cake, but then as it cools down, it's actually going to flatten down a little bit. That's nothing to worry about, so it'll be good. Cool, guys. Well, thank you very much for listening and watching. As always, hit the subscribe button, notify, and pop any comments in the comments box below. And yeah, I look forward to doing some more of you soon. Cheers, guys.